Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the public session of the Philadelphia Commission on Human Relations. I cannot see if there are any members of the public joining us today. One member of the public, we will drop the agenda inside the chat, and we will go through the closings for this month and the month of June, followed by my report. And any questions that you may have, you can ask those when I finish the report. With that said, I am going to turn it over to our chair, Commissioner Shalimar Thomas.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday and welcome to the Philadelphia Commission of Human Relations public session taking place today, Friday, July 19th, 2024. As a reminder, because we did not have a quorum at our last public session, we will recommend cases for closing for both June and July. Can we start the meeting with the approval of meeting minutes? Are there any corrections noted for June or July? All right. No corrections noted. I move that both the minutes for June and July are accepted into the record. Next up are the cases recommended for closing. I will ask for recusals after I read the cases. I'll start off with June. Give me 1 second. All right, here's June. All right, cases recommended for the month of cases recommended for closing for the month of June 2024 are as follows. Under employment, there's Teresa Presby versus Academy Road Medical Associates LLC, Dominique Washington versus the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, Samaya Metley versus Sugar House HSP Gaming LP, doing business as Rivers Casino, Philadelphia, Kimberly Jeffries Whitfield versus Department of Public Health, Sydney West versus TD Bank, Michael C. Lucas versus IBEW Local 98 South Division, Karen M. Cruel versus Target, Mark Howard versus United Parcel Service Incorporated, Antoinette Knighton versus the Philadelphia Cricket Club, Deshira Murray versus Honeygrow LLC. Under housing, we have Idris Uzman versus the Pavilion Apartments, Penn LLC, and JPC Charities. And under Ban the Box, we have Robert J. Austin versus Oak Street Health, MSL LLC. Are there any recusals? And while we are accepting recusals, I'd like to note that I'd like to recuse myself from employment case Karen M. Crow versus Target. Any other recusals?
May I ask if, and this is, excuse me, my fault for not checking earlier, but does the Women's Law Project represent any of these? Okay, great. Then I have no recusals.
Yeah. Any other recusals? All right. The recusals have been noted. Can I have a motion to accept the cases? I see a motion by Commissioner Albert. Can I have a second? I see a second by, I saw both Commissioner Ricks and Tibbs. I saw Tibbs first, so we'll go with Tibbs for the second. All in favor? Thank you. Cases for the month of June have been accepted. I'll now read cases for closing for the month of July. Cases recommended for closing for the month of July are as follows. Under employment, we have Tamika McCall versus Vision Quest New Directions, Angela Bodyford Tucker versus City of Philadelphia, Larry Parrott versus Amazon Logistics, Hillary Seas versus Public Health Management Corporation, Hal Pringle versus Gift of Life Donor Program, Angelina Crawford versus Philadelphia Department for Prisons, Avery Blanks versus Munich Re Specialty Insurance, Felicia Holden versus the Philadelphia Police Department, Evelyn Rivera versus Wyndham Philadelphia Historic District. Under Public Accommodations, we have IZ versus North Philadelphia Health System doing business as Girard Medical Center. Under Ban the Box, we have Knowlton Thomas versus MV Transportation Incorporated. And under Wholesale Solicitors, the following businesses have complied. The Giovanni Carpino Group doing business as Keller Williams Real Estate and Problem Property House. Are there any recusals?
May I, Commissioner or Chair, can I ask a question regarding the City of Philadelphia case?
Yes.
I think this may be the first City of Philadelphia case since I've been a commissioner. And what is the, or maybe this is a question for Ryan, what is the protocol around us being appointed city commissioners with cases against the city?
I'll jump in and answer that question.
Okay.
Because we are an executive arm of the City of Philadelphia and not an actual city agency, our commissioners are not in conflict with voting for the cases for closure for the City of Philadelphia. The commission engages in a neutral investigation that is confidential. The commission does not share the results of the investigation with the city or any entity of the city. So we are fine. And this has been since the inception of the commission.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for asking that question.
No problem.
Thank you, Pam.
Pam. Any other questions or recusals? All right, no recusals to note. Can I have a motion to accept the cases? I see Commissioner Ricks and Commissioner Albert, is your hand up? Or, okay, as a second, all in favor? Thank you. The cases for the month of July have been accepted. And with that, I'll turn the meeting over to our Executive Director, Kia Gee.
Thank you, Commissioner Thomas. I have a few updates to share for this reporting period. I will start with compliance. Our compliance team secured $45,000 for 2 victims of discrimination, along with 3 private settlements for undisclosed dollar amounts. On July 18th, yesterday, our compliance team attended a training conducted by the EEOC regarding the EEOC's final regulation for the Pregnant Worker Fairness Act and its impact on our investigatory practices. In terms of community engagement, prevention, and education, our HR representative, Carlos Aviles, and Shanice Drinks provided training regarding PCHR's services to the 15th District Police District Advisory Council. On July 18th, yesterday again, HR representatives Tiara Thompson and David Oliver presented at the Fair Chance Hiring Training for parolees, which was co-convened by the PA Parole Board. In terms of noteworthy conflict responses, HR Representative Boonrat Mott has been assisting the Planning Commission and Councilmember Squilla to help resolve racial tension within a neighborhood organization and a business that was referred to us by the city's Director of Night Commerce. Other noteworthy events for this reporting period: our life partnership, our practice of accepting life partnerships has officially ended. Life partnership agreements have officially transitioned over to the Register of Wills office, and there will be updates to our website coming soon that will direct the public over to the Register of Wills. On June 25th, our team joined the Department of Records in its screening of Gaining Ground, The Fight for Black Land. The film examines the causes and effects, as well as solutions to the issue of tangled title in places like Philadelphia. For those who don't know, there are over 10,000 tangled titles in the city, which represents over $1.1 billion in generational wealth lost in communities of color. Importantly, we have made information public through ads about PCHR services. So we currently have ads on SEPTA, including all bus interiors, Frankfurt and Southern bus garages, subway interiors on the Market Frankfurt and Broad Street line, and the digital platform ads on 52nd Street in West Philadelphia. We also have ads at the Girard and Allegheny stations. We also have 10 regular billboards located at locations throughout Philadelphia, and they are on the Clear Channel platform. Upcoming events for the next reporting cycle. On July 25th, our community relations team will join Council Member Jeffrey Young, who will be hosting a community care event in the wake of a shooting that occurred on July 11th at 11th and Master, which involved a 2-year-old toddler and at least 2 teenagers. On August 3rd, our community relations team will provide resource tabling at Redemption Family Worship Center's annual health fair, and that is located in Southwest Philadelphia. They will provide information on the scope of our services and protections offered in our office. That will occur between 12 and 4 on 5500 Pascal Avenue. On August 10th, our community relations team will similarly provide resource information at the Voice Community Economic Development Corporation and Worldwide Ministry at their 16th annual Community Day, which will occur between 10 and 2 at 3509 Old York Road. Between August 11th and August 15th, PCHR's leadership and supervisors will attend the International Association of Official Human Rights Agencies annual conference. This conference will mark the 75th anniversary of uniting and strengthening the state and local government, civil and human rights agencies of our nation and beyond. This year's theme is creating a human rights culture. I am very proud to announce that our Deputy Director, Randy Duque, will be presenting at one of the sessions on the Black and Gold Leadership Bootcamp series that we offered here in Philadelphia, bringing together members of the Asian community as well as the Black community here in Philadelphia. I'm also proud to announce that our Human Relations Representative, Tiara Thompson, has been asked to be part of the host planning committee and will be leading efforts with that committee to develop the content for that conference. In terms of hate and bias data, we had 4 incidents of hate and bias that were reported to us this month. The first was that there were 2 males observed running away after vandalizing the George Washington Monument in Eakins Oval, with red, green, and white spray paint with the words "Death to Colonizers" and other anti-Semitic terms. We also had a report of an Asian woman in Southwest Philadelphia who was harassed by her neighbor, by the neighbor using anti-Asian and anti-LGBTQ slurs. And finally, we had 2 other incidents of anti-Semitic graffiti that were reported to us. There was a woman in Mount Airy who found a red swastika painted on her front porch. And another incident where police found a red swastika painted on the steps of a supermarket in the northeast section of Philadelphia. To date, there have been 51 confirmed incidents of hate reported to our offices. In all instances, we connect the victims with victim services and/or police as necessary and track and monitor incidents to make sure that our state and local law enforcement resources, as well as the city's resources, are mobilized to support victims. With that said, that will conclude my report. So I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. Okay, hearing no questions, I will turn the meeting back over to our chair, Commissioner Shalimar Thomas.
Thank you. Thank you, Kia, for your report. Our next meetings will take place in August. Am I correct that we are still waiting for a date for the executive session for August? And that will be made available to the commissioners?
No, actually, we're going to proceed with the dates proposed and a slight change to the exec session, but the cases will still be reviewed. So August 9th will still be the executive session.
Okay, got it. Thank you. So the executive session will take place on August 9th and the public session will be held on August 16th, 2024. Readers for the month of August are Commissioners Kareem Thomas, Alpert, and Tibbs. With that, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Just before we adjourn, could
Okay.
I just say one quick thing?
Yes.
Many congratulations to the compliance team on multiple settlements. There were so many settlements in this month's closings. I just always appreciate settlements because I feel like they're probably getting more tailored relief than what we could necessarily grant after any kind of a hearing. And I know that the commission had a role in bringing about some of those settlements, and whether or not the commission had a formal role, obviously the commission's investigation and the pressure that puts on parties to come to the table and be reasonable is enormous and important and powerful. And I just want to congratulate the whole compliance team on doing this extraordinary work, even over Zoom, at a distance, and under the difficult conditions that they work under. So congratulations to all of them.
Yes, congratulations, everyone. Keep up the great work. Any other comments?
It looks like a question from the member of the public has been dropped into the chat, Commissioner.
Thank you. Okay, so we have a question from the public who wants to know, would this forum be an appropriate place to ask a question about compliance with the Philadelphia Do Not Solicit law?
We can answer questions that you may have, not necessarily right now, but we can answer them if you want to give our office a call. Did you have a specific question about your case?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I really apologize if I'm out of context here, but I'm trying to find the right person or people to work with on compliance with the Do Not Solicit law. I represent a couple of real estate investment companies in Philadelphia, and we're having some difficulty with the mechanics of compliance with the law. So
Yeah.
I'd love to speak
I can
with them.
call in and see if they can redirect me.
Yes. And you just heard our Deputy Director for Compliance, Pamela Gwaltney. You can contact our office and they will refer you to Deputy Director Gwaltney. Did you want to say something, Director Gwaltney?
I just want to say I'm glad to have you on the call and more than willing to assist you with compliance. So thank you for being assertive and engaging with us in this way today. Look forward to hear from you.
Great, thank you so much.
Mhm.
Right, thank you. Thank you both. All right, with
Any other
hearing no,
questions? Thank you. I think I saw an initial motion from Commissioner Thomas to adjourn, and I think I saw a second from Commissioner Ricks. All in favor? Okay, thank you. Meeting has been adjourned. Have a great weekend, everyone, and thank you for your work.
Good weekend.
all right, have a good weekend, everyone. Thank you.
Take care, everyone.